Hey y'all, my name is Morgana and welcome back to the Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year is 1352 and we are starting off here with Thelka, who is very obviously in labor to have her child. All right, place your bets now. What do you think it's going to be, boy or girl? Statistically, we're going to go with girl. Watch me be wrong and it's actually a boy this time. We don't have much planned for this year, admittedly, so we'll just see what we can do. Technically, according to the rules, this would be the year I'd be working on getting back the soldiers from war, but nobody actually went to go fight in the war last time, and I don't have to worry about that again till 1357. So we have 5 more years of just peace, essentially. But let's, oh my goodness, let's have this child. Thoka, where are you? What you having, girl? I have my D20 ready. Oh, she's starving. To no one's surprise, she had a girl. So I guess I'll name the girl first. I have my will ready. I just have out the male and female wills at this point instead of trying to switch between both of them. This little girl's name is Marsilia. Oh, how do you spell this? Marsilia? Marsilia Smith. Is that the only one? Wow, you haven't had a single child in a while this past couple pregnancies. All right. Another girl named Marsilia. No one's surprised, but let's see if Thelka survives this birth. I'm rolling. We want to avoid the number 1, and she got a 13. And we want to avoid numbers 5, 10, 15, and 20 for the little one, and she also got a 13. Lucky. So, yay, a new little girl to the family. Also, this year might be a little bit shorter. I played the most of this day already because nothing was happening. I honestly didn't think we'd get started until the next day. So since Thelka just gave birth, I'm gonna check on Marjorie and Nura because they shouldn't be too far behind. So Thelka has given birth, and in true twin fashion, she's kind of followed in the footsteps of Nasir and had multiples, specifically triplets. She's had 2 girls and a boy. So before we even bother with the babies, real quick, let's just roll 3 times for Nura. We want to avoid the number 1. First roll, 13. That's been popping up a lot today. 18 and 7. Okay, so she survives giving birth to triplets, and this was her final pregnancy. So hopefully this boy survives. We'll see. But she's had Tabitha, Philip, and Margaret. I think the name Philip I'll keep. I want to use my will. But she's had these triplets. Let's see if they survive. So let's start with the first one, Tabitha, who's got a 15. So Tabitha did not survive birth. The boy does survive. He got a 2. And the other girl got a 2 as well. Okay, so Tabitha is the only one who did not survive, so I'll age her up so I can delete her in a healthy manner from my household, and I will be right back. So funny story, I actually can't get rid of the baby right now. Don't know why. The game is telling me she's not eligible to be aged up, but she should be. But whatever, we have to come back tomorrow to age them up anyways, and then I'll just go ahead and do that before I take care of what will now be twins, I suppose. So her son and another daughter have survived. So for right now, they're safe. The magic worked. Of course, because this pregnancy was influenced by a magical potion to ensure that one of them was a son, whether or not the son was already there. That means both of these kids have a chance of both of these kids have a chance of gaining a negative trait. And actually, since we were specifically rolling, we're trying to get for a boy, he might have twice as much of a chance, but we'll see. I might flip the coin twice for him if the time comes, if he makes it that far. So far, our side households have a lot of kids, but those kids have not been making it to age 6. Statistically, we've lost a lot of children. But congratulations, Lycia, you have even more younger siblings. Younger full siblings, I guess. You got 2 half siblings. So we'll see what becomes of these guys. I'll be back tomorrow to age them up anyways. And Hopefully they all survive. But let's go check on Marjorie. She should not have given birth, but if those two have given, she might not be that far ahead. But watch me say that, and then I go to a different household, and then she has the baby. So I'll just check real quick. So Marjorie and Stephen's wife are both in their second trimester. So they actually won't be giving birth today. So I'm just going to play through the actual household until something happens. Like I said, it's a little bit of a slow year. Also, Marjorie and her family are upset because, sorry, not Marjorie. Mary and her family are upset because Mary's mom just passed away. So, oh wait, actually, I feel like I know where this fire is at. It's in the attic because I haven't. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Again? Where are you at? Okay. I actually have to make someone extinguish this fire because it's floating. You know, I feel like we haven't had fires in such a long time, but we have fires so frequently that I'm actually not phased anymore. I used to be like, oh no, a fire! But then, especially after like the whole Matilda's generation thing and, you know, Amir killing his sister, I'm not phased by fire anymore. I should be. I should be like, no, my Sims, but I can't be bothered anymore because it's gonna happen at some point. Granted, it's been a few years since it has, so yeah. You win some, you lose some, you get used to fire. It's okay. That's just life as a Smith. You know all about that, don't you, Alice? Alice is supposed to be so much older, but her age got reset when she is revived. But she ages up into an older early God, is this spring? Yeah, sometime late spring, mid-spring. I can't see the color because of the filter I have over my game now. And I know that's supposed to be pink, but it looks white to me, but the whole thing looks white, so I don't know. Okay, it's the next morning, and it is a holiday. It is 12th night, which means it's really just a day for like feasting and camaraderie with the family, which is perfectly fine. Now, I do want to do something a little different. So, Amir and Nasir and Alice have all come together to compile a list of young ladies from reputable families throughout the lands between Willow Creek and some other places, whoever they can get their hands on, to give to our dear Humphrey. Now, he's not being pushed to marry or to choose any one of them as his wife right now, but you know, they're kind of nudging him in that direction where, you know, he's a man, so it's about time he starts thinking about his future. I don't think he really is too worried about it because his grandmother's still alive and his father is still extremely young, and he thinks he has so much time. And as for right now, I'd say he does, unless Amir tragically died in battle or something like that. But you never know what could happen. And I think that's really what Amir and Alice want to push onto Humphrey because they've been through it. They know how quickly life can end and how dynamics can change, and they just don't want him to be left completely unprepared. So they've compiled a list of pretty reputable, wealthy young ladies. Some of them I haven't given a makeover yet. All of these women are from wealthy homes and backgrounds. So I'm gonna back up because it's a lot happening at that table. But one person in particular has caught his eye, a girl named Leanne. So he thinks that she's basic looking, but he does want to flirt with her. Now, considering he's really sad because his grandmother just passed away, I don't think that'll happen right now. But I wouldn't mind if, you know, he became a little bit of the village flirt. You know, I think he would definitely overcompensate by being a ladies' man and, you know, kind of getting women drawn into him because remember he wants to have kids. That's where he feels like his worth is from. So he might take a ladies' man, local village flirt type of route. That'll be his reputation. He'll be like a bit more of a schmoozer to make up for his lack of talent. So perhaps, okay, Mary is devastated. Her mother just died and she's alone in the village, besides her little children. But, you know, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think this is really interesting for him. So maybe a little later today, if he's feeling up for it, because he's feeling flirty. He's just sad from the loss and being surrounded by all this sadness isn't helping. So I'm going to have them do like a little bit of their duties for this holiday. But then I think I'm just going to have him meet up with this Leanne girl. I'm not going to summon the entire group, but we're going to meet up with this Leanne girl and kind of see what she's all about. Stephen has spread some juicy gossip to Nura in his letter to his mother. So now Alice is fully aware of Nura's situation that she's been keeping secret for years. And she's just really focused trying to think of a plan. I don't think there's anything she can do though. She's got a little bit of power here, but Henford on Bagley is a small little country farming village in the middle of nowhere. They don't really, you know, she has a good amount of local power, like besides like right below being a literal lord, right? But I don't think there's anything she can really do for Nura, to be honest, unless Nura wants to come back. Which, with the amount of children she has, the most she could do was set her up with someone who probably has more room, but they don't have room at all. Not for Nura. We'll see what we can do. This is Leanne Rilston. She is a girl from somewhere. No clue where she's from or anything about her personality. There were a handful of girls within the group who are spellcasters. I can only remember one of them. It's not this one. Well, I don't know if she's another spellcaster, but she's not the one I was thinking about. So yeah, so I wonder if he wants to flirt with her because he finds her kind of basic and then he's just going to work his way up to gain confidence, I guess. Which is a really shitty thing to do. But I don't know. I'm not going to say Humphrey's a bad person. He's just trying to find a place for himself, trying to find himself. So let's at least get to know her. Girls, don't worry about my damn counters. Sit down. Okay, so Leanne actually liked his little flirt. Okay. He actually wants to become friends with her, so I'm just gonna have them cloud gaze. So I don't have to like watch over their shoulders this whole time. Oh well, now they're friends anyways, so enjoy your time. And now he wants to chat with one of the other girls. Oh my god, he's already like in his little, I think he was like, oh, this was really easy, let me try again, you know. He like spirited sim, sure. So he wanted to be this girl's friend, but I don't know. To me it's kind of douchey to be like, I'm just gonna flex and see like how deep into the hearts of women who I don't really find too attractive right now I can get. Granted, he's a teenager and teenage boys think like this, but I don't know. I think she's gorgeous. He thinks that she's basic looking, but like, I don't know. Just because you're handsome doesn't mean that you're like in her league. I'll say that. Watch yourself, Humphrey. Okay. Why are you not in your... Why are you not... Why? Why? What? Why? Why? Jesus, that was scary. Put on the appropriate clothes, Ivo. Oh, hello, Grum. Nice of you to just randomly appear inside of our kitchen. Is there something you need? Are you here for the chickens? What? Who the hell is this? Who? What? Who came to our doorstep and just died? Why would you come in the middle of this weather just to die? We don't even know who this is. Who is Mana Aguilera? Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to die a little quicker. There we go. Everybody immediately stopped sobbing. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know why she would just show up to someone else's house just to die. You could have died at home. That's really inconvenient. Oh my god, now everyone's extra depressed. I had plans, guys. Notice the resident psycho doesn't care. Oh, never mind. He's a little scared. He cares a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I actually completely forgot we had babies to age up. So let's come age up Marsilia, then we're gonna head over to the triplets. Age up. Come on, Thoka. Let's age up this baby. Oh gosh, their birthday is gonna be slightly off because it'll be past midnight before I can get the triplets. Are you gonna... Come on now. Leave Walter alone, he's fine. Are you Walter? Yeah, you're fine. What? Okay, there we go. We want to avoid numbers 12, 16, and 18. Walter got a 3. Sorry, this baby, Marsilia, got a 3, so she survives and she's a cautious infant. Lovely. Y'all know the drill. I'll give her a makeover and then be right back, and then we'll head over to the triplets. All right, quick little makeover. Here is cute little Marsilia. She looks like Nasir and Thoka's other kids. Yeah, meaning to say that she's adorable. Just like I don't know, they make such cute kids. I'm running out of things to say. They're like 9 kids deep. 10. 2 of them are not alive, but they got a lot of kids. So yeah. And let's age up these guys. We need to, first off, let me roll. I'm gonna keep Philip's name as Philip because it fits the time period, but I will probably change Margaret's name. Probably, I don't know. But first off, let's roll to see if they even survive. I'll go ahead and get Nura up here. She's worried about her other child, but let's worry about these ones right now. So let me roll for Philip. We want to avoid numbers 12, 16, and 18. And actually, is that correct? Yes, it is. I'm starting to memorize the numbers, guy. She got a 1. Sorry, he got a 1, so he survives. And as for his sister, she gets a 2. Okay, so both of them survive. Yes, so I will give the 2 of them a makeover and take care of this other child while I'm at it. And here we go with the twins. This is little Philip, who is super cute, and I see a lot of Armando in him already. Of course, he's got the classic Smith freckles with green eyes combo. And his twin sister, Margaret, who has brown eyes from Armando. It looks like she's got a lot of Nura in here. Yeah, she just looks like Nura. Same way her sister looked like Nura as well. So I'm interested to see what they look like when they grow up, if they grow up. And yeah, that's it. All right, I came to Marjorie to Jesus, I came to her to see how this pregnancy was going, and she's having some complications with her blood sugar, and something seems to be going wrong. So she's heading to the hospital, quote unquote, but the midwife. And Mahe is going to stay back and watch the kids. Get this baby out of the snow. Well, I should probably get him a crib, huh? Then they won't put him on the floor anymore. No, Marjorie had a miscarriage. Okay. I'll let her eat, and then I'm not gonna have them woohoo right now. That's kind of cruel, but I'll be back off screen at some other point to do it again. But she lost this baby. Well, actually, no, she was only allowed, it didn't say 3 babies, it said 3 pregnancies. Oh, wait, should I count that as a pregnancy? Because it didn't carry all the way through. That wasn't necessarily part of the rules, but I do have mods that make that a thing, and I put them in for a reason. So I'm not gonna go back off screen and have her do it again this time, but y'all let me know for my side households, because they get a certain amount of pregnancies. Do miscarriages also count as pregnancies? Or does it only count once the baby is born, whether or not that baby survives? I'm fine with either one. I just don't want to make that decision right now for my main households because I don't have a limit for how many kids they get to have. I can just do whatever. But for the side households, you know, they have a limited amount. I would love for her to get pregnant one more time, but at the same time, she was in her third trimester when she miscarried. So she carried almost a full term. So she's pregnant already, technically. And she doesn't want a large family anyway, so yeah, let me know. But I'm gonna go to a different household because someone else actually gave birth while I was here. By someone else, I mean Stephen. Stephen's wife gave birth, so we're gonna go check in on them and do some more rolls. Okay, so Alina, who is Stephen's wife, I need to say her name. Alina and Stephen had one child, a little boy who they named Leland, which I will be changing. So let's just roll one to see if Alina survives. We want to avoid the number 1, and she got a 19, so she survives. And let's roll for the baby. We want to avoid numbers 5, 10, 15, and 20. He got a 7, so he also survives. Yeah, that was it. So that was Stephen's third pregnancy, actually. He gets 4 more because he gets 7. All right, so it's nice that he has another son. He's had a lot of sons. I would love for him to have a daughter or 2. Currently, Nasir is holding all of the female genes for the entire family. Alice didn't have this many daughters. Amir just now had 2. Well, Nura's having quite a bit of daughters. So actually, clearly, something's going on with the twins where they're the only ones having daughters. But, well, Marjorie has 1. I don't know if the one she just lost was a boy or a girl, so... All right, that being said, it's Saturday, and I actually forgot to age up Gabriel while I was with Margaret, so we're gonna go age up Gabriel and then age up the triplets, Nasir's triplets, the blonde ones, and let's see what happens with them. All right, let's see if little Gabriel survives. Let's... what are you aging up to? A toddler. So for toddlers, we want to avoid numbers 4, 8, and 12. He has got a 11, so he survives. Here is Gabriel. He looks adorable. I can't tell if he looks like Mahe or Marjorie more right now. Yeah, no idea. But this is him, and he's super cute. Okay, let's get these triplets aged up. This one's stuck beneath the kitchen counter, but, you know, we can still age you up, though. So this is Philippa. We're going to age her up and roll. We were avoiding... She's aging up into a toddler, so we're avoiding 4, 8, and 12. She got a 18, so she survives. Hilda, I'll just go ahead and roll for Hilda. This is definitely not the winter outfit I gave you. Whenever the infants are cold, their families give them this outfit specifically, even if I gave them a winter outfit, and it's really annoying. But anyways, what did you get? She got a 19, so she survives. And, no. Millicent, yes. Do you survive? Millicent gets a 14. Wait, 12, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, so all 3 of the triplets survive, which is fantastic. Are you not gonna age her up or what? Put her down. Not in the crib. Okay, she can go in the crib. I don't care. Just go age up. Leave the other ones alone. Okay, there's only 2 cribs. You gotta go downstairs. Thank God. All right, so all 3 of the triplets survive. So Philippa is silly and independent. Oh, also I forgot the show. I think I forgot the show that Gabriel is a charmer and independent, which is really interesting considering his parents, and I think it's super fitting. So let's just go ahead and age up these guys as well. So you can't spend all day playing with just one. You have a basketball team worth of children. Daughter specifically, single-handedly taking over the WNBA. She's like, there's so many toddlers crying. Did you just bite your sister? Elena, that's so mean. What did, which one is this? What did Joan do to you? God, I feel like I need like notes cards for these kids. Hilda is angelic and silly. Okay, we got some good traits. Nasir's bad traits are diluting out, you know. Come on, stomp upstairs. Joan and Philippa are jokesters. Sure, she just aged up, but sure. And okay, Nasir, don't piss me off. Just twirl her in the air and get it over with. Twirl her. Thank you. Silly and oh, we have a lot of silly children. Silly and energetic. Nice. She definitely didn't have this hair before. Did she have black hair? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I have to go back and actually don't remember what they look like anymore. Let me give them a makeover and I'll be right back. And here is Philippa, the eldest triplet, who is super, super cute. I can't get over how adorable Nasir's kids are. I can't. And cute little Hilda. I am pretty sure Hilda and Philippa are like identical, minus the freckles. Hilda's clearly got like different structure and different hair, but these two, I can't tell, to be honest. And last but not least, little Millicent, who is they're all so adorable. I can't gush over Nasir's children all day, but I will say it's probably a good thing that he's not the heir to the family, because he's only produced one male. Love other girls, don't get me wrong. I wish that Alice had more girls, but the fact that we only have one male who we're kind of relying on for, like, if he were heir, we'd only have one male who would be relying on to carry on the next generation, but we have a million girls. As we've seen from Alice, it can work out very well depending on the girl, but we'd much rather it be a male just for convenience's sake. So I don't know, we don't have to worry about that at all. And Nasir is so far down the line of succession. It's who is it right now? Amir. Technically Amir is already head of the family because he's the eldest male, even though his mom technically was named heiress before him, but it was less that she was named heiress and more that everyone else was dead type of situation. She just has so much more influence in everything within the family, strictly because Amir respects her so much. If Alice had a personality trait similar to Marjorie, one, she might not have made it this far, and two, if Amir would have just bulldozed right over her as soon as he became a teenager. So the fact that he still listens to her, goes for her for advice and guidance, and allows her to have a bit more control over the head of the household than a typical woman would, even someone who is the mother of the household, definitely shows how much he loves and cares and respects her. But it technically, this is Amir's generation. Technically, Alice's entire generation is gone. She's just doing the role of like grandmother, caretaker, and advisor more than getting the next generation ready, because the next generation is prepared. They're preparing for their next generation. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's some insight. Technically, Amir is already the head of the household. So we're already in our third generation and we're gearing up for our fourth. Probably won't be for a while because I don't have plans on having Humphrey get married or anything soon. Probably sometime before 1357, because he might get drafted. Or sorry, not drafted. That doesn't exist yet, but he might go to war. And I at least want him to get married and have at least a child on the way before then, just in case. I mean, it could always go to Ivo. No, Ivo is also down the line. We have other options. Grago is still alive as well. All right, it is Sunday, and we only have 2 birthdays for this episode, Amis and Marjorie. So we're already here. Let's go ahead and do Amis. So Alice, please don't feed her. Oh wait, I have to click on her and not the crib. That gets kind of confusing sometimes. Age her up. Oh, I thought you were doing something completely different. Well, if you're already holding her. Oh, he actually is. Don't give her a bottle. Okay, so Amis is aging up into a toddler. We want to avoid numbers 4, 8, and 12. And she's got a 17, so she survives. She's a charmer and inquisitive. She definitely had black hair before, right? God, I don't remember. Pretty sure it was black. And little Amis. Yo, honestly, I'm so excited for these blue children. She is gorgeous. I'm so excited to see her and her sister grow up. Clearly they have different facial structures and different color freckles. She still has like this greenish one. Her sister has the pink ones. But I'm so intrigued and I'm in love with both of them. I think that for Gen 1, 2, 3, 4? No, 5. Y'all are Amir's kids. Yeah, in terms of Gen 5 kids so far, I've got to say Amis and Cybele are my two favorites and the two I'm looking forward to the most. But this is what she looks like. I don't know. I don't know how to explain just how much I love her. So to wrap up the episode, I know not much is happening. So the very last thing we're going to do is check in on Marjorie, see how she's doing, and age her up into a young adult and see if she survives. Marjorie's had a few months to recover from her miscarriage, but mentally she's still pretty distraught about it, which makes sense. It's a very taxing thing. So we're going to go ahead and just age her up and then give her some space to just be with her family and relax. She's aging up to a young adult. We want to avoid numbers 2, 6, 11, 13, and 14. I'm gonna just go ahead and roll. She got a 20. Is that one of the numbers? 2, 6, 11, 13, 14. No. Okay, Marjorie makes it to her young adult years. So let's go ahead and age her up. I'll show you her young adult makeover in the next episode, actually. And actually, we have a lot of time left. So I think before we end the episode, Humphrey feels better. He's not sad from losing a loved one anymore. So I might have him see that girl he wanted to see real quick. Just to see if he can kind of flirt with her in the same way he flirted with that first girl. Okay, so Marjorie aged up. She got the bro trait and family oriented. Okay, I'm gonna take bro as she's became really interested in things that are typically associated with men, but I think that's because the man she married is really into like beasts and stuff like that, and his culture doesn't really have as rigid social standards for males and females and what they can and cannot do and things like that. And so she's been living with him for years. They've been married for years. They've had children together. And she's just kind of, when couples are together and they just kind of take on aspects of each other's personalities, I think she's just become a bit tougher and a bit more into things that we're seeing as not really ladylike. Like she helps handle the beasts and the wolves, which is something she wasn't really raised to do and is not at all expected of her, especially considering how like feeble she looks or feeble she can seem. She definitely was raised to be like a stay in the house, cook and crochet all day type of wife. And now she's she goes outside, she handles the dogs, juggles the farm animals. Like she's definitely become a bit more tough and physical. And I think she's just really found a passion for it. And she's family oriented. I think she was always family oriented, but now that she has actual children and she's experienced a bunch of loss and she's watched her siblings lose children and everything like that, I think she's just placing a lot of thought and energy into loving and caring for her family while they're there, because as far as she's aware, anything could happen anytime. She's a pretty logical sim. So yeah, so I'm going to give her the super parent trait. I think she would just want to be there for her siblings, and especially because for her children, they're both being raised with like 2-parent households. She had a stepdad like All of their fathers kept passing away so young. Alice was a good mother, but she was still had her biases. She doesn't want to be kind of like her mother and choose favorites and all that. So she just wants to be the best parent she can be and make sure that they grow up in a loving and equal household. And I love that for her. So I'll give her a makeover off camera. You'll see it next episode, because by then I'll have an answer about what y'all think about miscarriages counting as a pregnancy or not. So for now, let's get Humphrey and have him go, not necessarily on a little date, but have him get to know this girl he's been thinking about for a while. Okay, so I invited over the person that he's had this little bit of a, not crush on, but an interest in. Humphrey is developing a crush on a sim who doesn't seem to fit his usual understanding of his orientations. What's the meaning of this? Okay, so while this person is a bit more femme presenting, I believe they're either trans or non-binary because their name is Emmanuel, and I don't think that that was the name they were born with or created with, because it's a game. So I guess that he is going to take this time to learn a bit more about himself, because he might be pan or bi, actually. By he, I mean Humphrey specifically. So let's get to know this person a lot more, become their friend, and see. Oh, they're stone-hearted. Oh, it's just like your daddy. You get along great. That's not nice. I don't retract the statement, but I retract saying it out loud. So things are going pretty good. Emmanuel, who is this person's name, is accepting all of Humphrey's romantic gestures, but there's no romance bar, which leads me to believe they might be asexual or somewhere on the spectrum. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have Humphrey reveal the crush, because these two became fast friends. Though that does not make me against romancing you. Okay, so Emmanuel's open to it. Oh, interesting. Maybe if we blow a kiss, perhaps? Are they leaving? Don't leave, Emmanuel. I think Emmanuel's leaving, actually. No? Oh, we're just taking it outside, away from the children. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, I think Emmanuel just left, actually. Okay, well, that's interesting. Very, very interesting development. So he's going to spend some time with his niece. And I think we're going to end off on that note. A part of me kind of felt like he was going to come out as gay. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want to like bring it into existence or anything like that. I try to keep my mouth shut because I jinx a lot of things. So, but I was like, he might be gay, but maybe he's not. I wonder if, yes, decide to reconsider your orientations. I know you're like helping your niece learn, but you know, her education's taken care of. You can take a moment to ponder something else. Okay. Switch to questioning. Should we make him question for now, or should we just go ahead and like make a full selection? Let's just do this, because it'll make it easier for me to like figure out what Humphrey's attracted to in the future. So let fate pick it out. So cis male, romantic. Oh, I was right. He is gay. I was right the whole time. He met a non-binary mask person and was like, that makes sense, because he saw all these beautiful women and he was only attracted to like 2 of them. Like gorgeous, gorgeous women. Okay, well, my thing, it literally worked before. Gorgeous, gorgeous women, and really only seemed to care about like a handful. Not even a handful, like literally 2. So this makes much more sense. So I just had my game open for a while, which is why that thing isn't loading, because my UI is messed up a little bit because of my mods. But I'll probably, when I load back in to do something else a little before this episode, before the next episode comes out, I'll let y'all know. Because this is gonna be, this is a bit of a difficult situation, right? I am not opposed to having a gay sim, but the thing is, he's our heir. I don't care that he's gay, but he has to get married to someone who at least has the parts to carry children, you know? But also, I don't think he can marry some. I don't know, because he has a responsibility and a duty as heir to have children, and he had this naive dream that all he was going to do was grow up, find a woman, have children, and be set. But now that's a bit more difficult, and he does want children. He probably wants to adopt them more than anything, but I'll check back later when my UI settles, but he's not even going to attempt to flirt with any of these women. Um like, even Emmanuel's romance bar didn't go up. So I wonder if he will go for trans men or NBs. We'll see. I knew he was gay though. I was so sure. I was like, this guy's gay. So for now, he's come to terms with it himself. I probably should have put it on questioning and had him like figure it out a little later, but I don't know. I'm impatient and it's a game. So that all said and done, let me know what y'all think. What should we do with Humphrey? I mean, he has a lot of time. He does not have to settle or anything like that. I was just kind of him going on like a flirting world tour or something like that, a flirt tour. So maybe he'll secretly go out and resume the tour with, you know, people up to his standards, Some of the nice young boys around the village should be a nice start. But with that all said and done, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.